All right, hey everybody, it's Trey. We back. Got another video for you. Hope you enjoyed the part one of the top frequent asked questions, the top 30. These are the other set of the 30 that I get about stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. Like I said, if you haven't already, go sign up for the Agentic AI Trade Skool. Like I said, got a lot of stuff in there. You want that 40, if you want them 40 source codes to help streamline and speed up your learning curve, go get that paid membership. If you can't, there's a free version also. Like I said, you don't get the 40 source codes, but you get some good information from other stuff and stuff too. All right, let's go. All right, so experience, resume, and time management concern. Question one: what if I don't have 1+ years experience? Well, that's why the internship. I'm pretty sure anybody that's working a job or any kind of tech job or any kind of job, you had some kind of security or you was doing some kind of security or something dealing with tech. You got to add that kind of stuff on your resume. And then plus two, when you go to the cyber range internship, Josh willing to work with you, if you're not taking it serious and you're in the internship, say if you only been in the internship, 3 months or whatever. If he see you putting in work and you done did your internship, he might say, yeah, you can put 6 months on your resume or you can put a year on your resume. That's how cool he is. But you got to get through the internship part. So you don't even have to worry about that. And well, most of these companies they want 10,000 years experience and 4 or 5 PhD degree. No, that stuff on there just to scare away people and run people off. When I see degrees, I don't even care. When I see it on the application I don't even pay attention to it, because I've seen people that don't got no degrees and no certifications ignore that stuff and still get that job. So just ignore that stuff about the degrees and the years of experience. Apply, shoot your shot, go for it. All right, will my background outside of cybersecurity hold me back? No, it won't. Like I said, it's been plenty of people that go from different backgrounds. Like I said, I was a truck driver, civil engineer, police officer, then software, then cybersecurity. So none of that stuff hold you back. The company just want to know, are you going to come to work? Can you do the job? Can you hit the ground running? Are you going to be crazy at work and disturbing the other employees and disrupting stuff? Can you fit in the culture? Stuff like that. That's all they want to know. Because once you get working, they just going to give you the passwords and say, hey, see you next week. And that's just what it is. Like I said, so you don't have to worry about that. And if you know how to, like I said, well, once you're done with that internship at the cyber range, you're gonna know more than most people. And that's why Josh said, hey, once you're done with that, you want to go AI route, which everybody probably gonna have to come. Just going over there with Reno, because like I said, he got a lot of good stuff. All right, so 3, how do your position previous roles to match cybersecurity AI? Like I said, you just gotta tweak your resume a little bit. You gotta find reason to ask ChatGTP on your resume, your old job. Hey, what can I say that I did with cybersecurity in this job and stuff like that? But you're gonna have all that stuff in your new resume with all the internship stuff, and you don't have to say internship. You don't have to put the words internship on your resume or your LinkedIn profile. Josh is cool with it. So you don't have to put that. So that helps out a lot. And you can put whatever position you want. Like I said, you can literally put whatever position you want to put on there. If you want to be a cloud engineer, go for it. You want to be a red team, go for it. You want to be a GRC engineer, go for it. You want to be a vulnerability manager, go for it. You want to be a AgenticAI engineer, go for it. Yeah. So Agentic AI engineer and AI engineer, they're kind of two different things. So Agentic AI engineer, you're pretty much building the Agentic AI SaaS product, SaaS systems for companies and stuff like that. AI engineer, you pretty much making the chat GTP of the LLM. which, like I said, we're going to get into making LLMs too, but that'll be later on down the line. The fastest way to get in, like I said, AgenticAIinenterprise, where you pretty much making the stuff. You making the SaaS products or the websites with AI on it. All right, how do you make your resume and LinkedIn ATS plus SEO friendly? Like I said, go look at my LinkedIn profile. It's pretty much ATS and SEO friendly. You gotta focus when you're doing your resume and your LinkedIn. People be having all kind of roles, just like in the world. When you go on a LinkedIn or you going to Indeed or Dice, these jobs be having all kind of crazy names for the same job. That's why I say stick with vulnerability management, GRC analyst, like I said, SOC analyst, and now pretty much agentic AI engineer. Because the future's coming. There's no way of not getting around coding the AI no more. Like I said, do I think AI is gonna replace everybody in 5 to 10 years? Phew. The stuff I'm seeing in the real world, it's possible right now. But companies, they just don't have the manpower to automate all the stuff. The tech is there, but it's a whole big hoo-ha and fight. People be fighting about this topic. I say, hey, it's better to be safe than sorry. Get your money, take care of your family, and try to go retire somewhere. But all right, so that's pretty. Oh yeah, and you can also put your profile or your resume and say, hey, make this resume in LinkedIn ATS friendly or SEO friendly, and like I said, and stick to certain keywords. Don't try to be all over the place with these crazy names. Like you got cybersecurity analyst, but that's kind of vague. Cause what's gonna happen? Once you see, like, oh, this is a vulnerability management role. Oh, this is a SOC analyst role. Like, why did they just say SOC analyst? Or why did they just say vulnerability management? I don't know. It's just like that. it's just like that. All right. Why do some people get interviews with only 3 to 6 months of experience? Because they got projects. They got projects. Listen, these companies, before they even say, hey, we want to interview you, or hey, we want to know more about you, they have already Googled you, did many background checks. They have looked at your profile, your GitHub. They have looked at your LinkedIn. They have checked in a secret database to see who you are, what you're about, what's going on, yada, 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 yada. So by the time they get to you, they know if you a scrub or not. They know if you lazy. They kind of know if you lazy or not. And I remember I told one guy, he was on this picture, LinkedIn picture, frowning with a stoic face. I said, bro, you gonna have to smile. You looking like straight up stone cold. You gonna have to smile. It needs you to smile or at least fake a smile or something. I said, if I see a person pitching, they frown or just got a straight face, I'm not hiring them. Just because they smile, yes. I'm not gonna hire them. And that's just the world we live in. That's why I'm on. That's why you see my picture on. It's got a big old fat smile when people see me come on the interview. Oh, man, you look just like your picture, man. You just look like a happy guy. And yeah, that's why I smile. Well, I don't want to smile. I don't want to be fake. I don't feel like smiling. Well, if you want some money, you better smile. But all right, let's keep going. So 3 to 6 months, yeah, pretty much projects. Projects is the new currency, and source code. Source code is the new currency. Once you start getting to AI, you're gonna be like, man, I'm not gonna do nothing from scratch. Who got some source code or some legacy code I can find to piece some of this stuff together and get this stuff running? Because if I code this from scratch, I'm gonna be doing this until I turn blue in the face, till I be 90 years old. And most companies, that's how they are anyway. Because they not finna let all the coders listening, they already know. Companies are not finna let you do everything from scratch. They're gonna be like, hey, you got some templates, or can we just switch some stuff around? And I got some old templates over here, some old source code. I bought this, and can you piece some stuff together? Can you? Yeah, that's just what it is. All right. how do you manage your time when you have multiple managers? Like I said, you just gotta see what's what. Like I said, vulnerability management, GRC analysts, they the easiest ones to do. And if you can automate stuff, and there's one on the East Coast or one on the West Coast or the time zone, and you just gotta ask those questions in the interview. Hey, when I'm at work, is it freedom? Can I go pick my kid up for lunch if I want to, or maybe 30 minutes late, or if I need, can I work over hours? And maybe take a split day. Like, can I do 10 hours on a Thursday and maybe 6 hours on Friday? Stuff you better ask stuff like this so you can know, because some companies, they want you to be in front of your computer all day long doing stuff. And yeah, most of the time I don't really be with them, because you can't really be flexing if you got, like, I ask how many meetings you have a week. Set up the meetings. You got to ask stuff like that. Is it 2-3 meetings? Like, it's certain stuff you got to ask in the interview to see if that's a place for you, because all money ain't good money. But if it's your first job, just go and take it. Don't say nothing crazy. If it's weird, just get your experience and be nice. People might try to play dirty. Just be nice, get your experience, shut up, and learn. And if you don't like that one, just find you another one. But don't quit that one until you get you another one. And the grass is not green on the other side. Trust me. The grass is not green on the other side. At every job, there's always that one person that's like weird and crazy. Yeah, and it's just what it is. And it's like, you just got to know how to deal with it without slapping them or roasting them or crashing out. And yeah, so I know personally. Trust me. All right, so that's pretty much how you deal with multiple managers, managing your time, and like I said, you can pretty much see who gonna be a butthole or not when you're doing them interviews. You get to ask a lot of them questions. All right, what do you do when different managers want everything ASAP? If they being like that, they want an ASAP, and they being a butthole, and they not being reasonable, and they don't know what they talking about. Man, I'm the kind of person, I'm be like, so you want this, that, and this? Yes, I want it right now. Blah, 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 you should. Okay. Well, this how I would do it, and I know this take this amount of time. This, no, I don't think it do that. I think it take this. Well, have you done this? Have you done this before? I will straight ask them to their face and don't care, because I'm either finna get the job done or not. If they being a butthole and worse me, tell me they want everything else, I'm either finna get another job, I'm finna roast them, or try to figure out how to make this thing work, or I'm bouncing. That's just what it is. Cause like, I remember this one job I had. The person didn't know nothing about code. They just knew marketing. And the lady, she was like, yeah, it should be done this, and this, and this. I said, really? I said, what are the people that did it before I got here? Oh, they gone. They quit. I said, why they quit? What happened? We don't know. I'm thinking in my mind, like, I know why, because y'all lost y'all mind in here. So I think it should be done this and that. I said, really? That's what I said. When last time you did some coding? When last time you, and in this code that's on you on this stuff, any of this? I will ask them and don't care. Cause I don't deal with people disrespecting me at work. Boss, little kid, grandma, grandpa, I don't care. I ain't gonna get crazy and crash on them back. But I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna call them if they like trying to get ignorant. I'm gonna say something. I stand on business. And most managers, when you can do it professional, they respect that. They say, okay, I can't run over that guy, because sometimes they'll test you like that. All right, so that's how you deal with that. And I'm gonna be roasting people, crashing out. If your boss acting crazy, just tell me what's going on. I kind of give you some pointers on how to get through it, how not to flip out on a crash out. All right, do some praying or something. How do you protect your calendar without looking lazy? How do you protect your calendar? Yeah, you definitely want to make schedules. Definitely want to make schedule. I was talking to one person today. You know, you got 8 hours to sleep, 8 hours to work, and 8 hours to do and the cockeyed thing you want to do. It's up to you. It's 24 hours in a day, and you pretty much got to look at it like that. Like I said, I remember when I first started out, was working 8 hours. I sleep 6. I only need about 5 to 6 hours, 4 hours of sleep. I spend about 2, 3 hours with my family, my wife, and the other time I'm studying. If they can't understand that, hey, I'm finna go get this some cake and ice cream. I'm finna go hide off in the closet somewhere, put the soundproof up, noise cancellation, so the people won't be partying, the dogs barking, the chickens clucking, the kids running and jumping up and down, climbing. I'm hiding out, finna go do some work. Hey, baby, can you take care of these kids, making sure they don't being heard, making up all this noise while I'm trying to do some work and better our life. You got to sit down and have that talk with your significant other, your family. And some people, I need you to edit this and that. Got all these do lists and this and that and that. Like, man. And then you got all your homeboys on your homegirls. All of a sudden, everybody want to throw a party. They ain't been want to throw no party and hang out. As soon as you started to try to do this serious stuff and learn and better your life, all of a sudden, everybody want to hang out. Sheesh. Like, let's say if I had a wife, I got a wife. Let's say if I come home, she got 100 to-do lists for me. I got 1,000 projects every day. I'm like, baby, look at here. Give me one project a week, baby. And that's just going to be hugging and kissing you. All that other stuff, if we don't need it, we ain't doing it. And I love you. And let's go eat some cake and ice cream and chocolate and watch some movies. And I'm going to get this work done. And most of the time, women cool with all that. But if you don't tell them, yeah, you're going to have 100 to-do lists. You're going to hang out all day. Children going to be pulling on your hair. You're going to have all kind of stuff to do. So, yeah, but this how they talk with your significant other. They'll understand you trying to better them and better yourself. And, you know, trying to get them retired because they probably tired of working all day and they want to hang out and travel and retire and stuff. But, yeah, so that's my take on it. How do we set boundaries with managers in tech role? Me, I like to kind of be formal, informal. I like to kind of how we kind of talk. I kind of like to try to make people my friend. I like to make people at work my ally. I don't like to make them my enemy. I like to try to make them. I try to make everybody my ally, make everybody's job as easy as I can for them. So when they can see me, I either took up for them, did some of their work for them. Company, I'm not like your average tech guy. So when I need some, they more prone and happy to help me and do what I need to do. You know, and stuff like that. Even it's as simple as how your day goes and what you do, and like generally like be interested in that person, and not just be like, how your day go? I went fine. Then they barely can answer. No, oh hey, what I okay fine. No, like chop it up, hang out. No, no, because people know you genuinely want to know, genuinely curious, because you know you want to learn something, not because you nosy or whatever. I remember back in the days, people actually cared about one another and want to see another do good and better. But yeah, all right, let's keep going. Like I said, as long as nobody ain't saying nothing crazy or weird, you know, there are widows at work. You just kind of dodge them, be nice to them, make them your ally, you know, stuff like that. All right, remote work, lifestyle balance. Can we really work remotely while living in other countries? Yeah. Oh man, that's my favorite topic. Yes, I love it. Now you don't go tell your company you working in a foreign company. They ask you, yes, I am in Dallas, Texas. The weather is great. I mean, I used to have to like make sure what time zone it is there and what the weather is. Man, it's a storm coming through. Oh snap! I'm in Africa. I'm in South. Oh no. Oh yeah, it's a storm. Yeah, it must went past us. I have to look. I don't even know what's even going on in the States barely. So I have to check. They're like, yeah, we safe over here. Your power went out. No, my power didn't go out. I got solar. I ain't in the States. I don't know what's going on. So you got to kind of stay up on that. Like I said, and then get your VPN router. Don't never tell them, well, I don't want to lie. The company lie when they get ready to fire you. Yeah, Jimmy, we got to let you go. Little Sally Bob came in and we furloughed and everything. And we got to go rotate the cats and the alligators and the marshmallows are coming. Like, what they got to do with y'all firing me? That don't even make sense. So that's just how I feel about all this stuff. And but yeah. So get your VPN router, hook it up. The VPN is simple. It's simple to use. You hook your VPN router up. You hook up to any Wi-Fi around the world, and you get your designated uh IP, and it make it look like you're in the United States all the day long. Do most companies check? Nope. Not even. Nope. I ain't never got caught. I know people that used it. And there's certain ways to do it to even make it even look like you even more so in the States where it's not even on the VPN uh dedicated server. It looked like you at your mom's house or auntie house, or it's like you have a router here wherever you at, and you have a router somewhere else. But you don't even have to go that route. I never went that route, but that's just extreme cases. Now you can't do all that with a government job now. A government job. I had a partner. He worked for the government. Lockheed Martin. This dude had to beg his company to even leave the states. He had clearances. He couldn't even. He couldn't hardly go nowhere. If he would take 2 minutes vacation, the company would be looking at him. He'll be up on investigation and all kind of stuff. And I heard that plenty of stories. People, I heard one, no, that's not the case. You just gotta let them know, sign your papers. Man, I'm not finna have y'all babysit me, telling me where I can and cannot go. I'm a grown man. That's how I feel about it. All right, let's keep going. How long have you been a digital nomad? About 15 years. Yeah, about 15 years. Once I got married, man, I pretty much traveled the world. We was traveling. Forget all this stuff. We was gone. Do companies know where you are in your location? Nope. Never tell them. They thinking wherever my IP say. The companies, most of them don't check, and I ain't telling them. And you can tell them if you want, but they probably gonna let you go as soon as you tell them. I wouldn't tell them. All right, let's see. Do companies know where? I read them. Do you manage multiple jobs without? Yes, like I said, anything. Long as money coming in, I don't care what the job is. Long as it's not hurting no one or harming nobody or bringing in the harm, I really don't care what it is. I don't know what the word burnout mean. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a little different or what. I was telling one person, hey, get you some yerba mate capsules from Amazon. Order them or go to the health food store. Get you some yerba mate capsules. You can go at it for about 8 to 12 hours nonstop, full of energy, never burn out. How can you burn out on something that is fun? You making money. How am I burn out if I'm making $200,000 a year or 500? Why am I gonna burn out on that? I ain't hurting nobody. Nobody ain't hurt me. I get to work remote and travel. What else I want in life? Yeah. So that's just my take on all that burnout stuff. Even imposter syndrome. Forget all that imposter syndrome stuff. You only know what you know, and just keep pushing. If you don't know it, you just learn it. That's my take on imposter syndrome. I never dealt with imposter syndrome. If I don't know something, I just don't know it, and I just go find a way how to learn it. And that's just the way to be. Like I said, you gotta. If you think you're an imposter, you're gonna be an imposter. If you think you good, you're gonna be good. If you think you bad, you're gonna be bad. So a man think it's so easy, and that's just what it is. You got to think positive and think happy, and keep happy thoughts and smile and stuff like that to keep you going and keep you motivated. And you are who you hang around. If all your buddies are bum, or your homeboys or your homegirls bums, and yeah, you might want to reconsider. May want to do some recalculating. But because like I said, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Show me your friends, I'll show you what you're doing right now. Yeah, that's just what it is. That's just you only as good as your top 3-4 people you hang around. You only as good as that. So you either solo dolo, you know what I'm saying? Eagles fly alone. No, you're an eagle. You fly alone, you can't relate. Yeah, you probably an eagle. Now I was watching this one documentary. It had an eagle, and the crows. You know, the crows are the haters and the trolls and the bullies and the people just say this negative about everything, lazy negative just about every crows. I was like, this eagle gonna pop this little crow head off. Nope, you know what the eagle did? He didn't even do nothing. He just kept flying higher and higher, higher and higher. Then the higher he went, the crow couldn't even keep up with him because the air lit thin up there. And the crow like, man, forget this dude flying too high for me. That's how you gotta be. Eagles, we fly along and just keep flying, ignore the haters, keep pushing. You just go to another level. And that's the mindset you gotta have. And if you don't got that mind, if you better develop that mindset. Cause you don't, them people in the tech world, they'll eat you alive and spit you out and won't care. And it's just what it is. It's the more money you make, the more ruthless it's gonna be. It's competitive. But when you working remote, you don't really have to deal with a lot of this stuff. You don't really have to deal with a lot of crazy people when you're working remote. That's the good thing working remote. You only see them in the meetings when you're doing your work and you're doing your thing. And when you're working remote, most people ain't doing no work. They hanging out, walking their dogs, going to lunch, picking kids up, going to vacation. They doing they at Starbucks. They doing all kind of stuff. Long as you getting your job done, the bosses don't care. Long as you getting your work done, the bosses don't even care. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, let's see. How do you manage multiple jobs without ain't no burnout? Let's get this money. What do you automate to save time? Everything. I'm trying to automate everything. Coding. I don't try to do nothing from scratch. Automate everything. Even at work, you want to automate everything. Most time we automate everything is like pipeline with Python or Go or something like that. Let's see. Actually work 8 hours a day. No. I remember my first job, cybersecurity. Man, I'm pretty much done with all my work for the week in about 4 hours a week. 4 hours. I had a system down. I had all this stuff automated so good and so fast. And the company, they didn't care. I was getting work done. I was doing the work about 3-4 people. So they didn't care. They did not care, didn't bother me, did not care, didn't even show up, didn't ask me nothing. And Trina, you got your report for the week? Yep, I already sent. It's on its way now. All that stuff. So it's pretty much how that worked. Do you let's see? How do you? Oh, this is a good one here. How do you still have family time while working in tech? Like I said, you gotta when you work remote, you can hang out with your family and your kids because they're there with you. You can hang out, laugh, and just make sure when you go in the meeting, just make sure you put barricades and dead both the locks and put a chair behind the door because you don't want to be like them. You one of them people that be on YouTube, they be making fun of, they be in the meeting, then they kid in the background or the nanny dragging the kid, pulling on her while he in the big board meeting. It was even one gender dude. This boy just walking around with his shirt off, picking his nose and stuff while his wife was in the meeting. So you got to make sure if you are out there, you better make sure your camera's facing the wall. You got your what's the thing called, the wallpaper up for the screensaver stuff, and you got your noise canceling on, and make sure the husband or the wife or whoever got what, make sure the kids are quiet or whatever. When you talking, keep yourself on mute. And that's pretty much how that works. And like I said, set a scheduled time. Set a scheduled time. Like I said, my family time is pretty much from 7 to about, let me see, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 to about 10. That's pretty much my family time. We finna hang out in it's quantity. It's quantity and quality. But it's more quality But if you laughing and giggling and hanging out all day long, being best buddies with your kids and your spouse, y'all been spending all day hanging out. So you go to them little 3 hours, watch a movie, hang out outside or eat or whatever. Y'all done partied all day. Y'all done hung out all day. If that ain't enough for them, man, you gonna have a sit down with them and just nicely tell them, hey, babe, I gotta get this money. I'm trying to retire in 2 to 3 years. That's what I'm trying to do. No, help me, baby. And they'll understand. They'll understand. Hey, can you watch the kids for me while I do this? I'm trying to bet. They might give you a little pushback at first, but just smile and be nice. Don't crash out and go off and say they're nothing and don't love you. Just be patient with them and just keep on doing your thing. Like I said, if it's too bad, just try to wake up before everybody else wake up at first thing in the morning, and just grind it. Just grind it out before everybody wake up. There's always a way. One of my mentors just say, if we really want to do something, we'll find a way to do it. Come hell or high water, we will find a way to do it. If we really want to do something, we're going to find a way. We're going to make a way. We're going to find a way to do it. So that's pretty much how you deal with family time. And people don't like, I need at least 8 hours. Man, look, if I'm hanging out with you for 8 hours, I ain't making no money and better than our life. Like I said, buddies and hanging out and pod and all that stuff on the weekend. Man, that's 8-10 hours. You could have been and did a whole project. With guys like me running around, I can just, nope, I'm past them. Like I said, but there ain't no competition out there. All right, let's keep going. Let's see. We are on 17. Let's see. Oh yeah, yep. Let's see. Yeah, can you go out party and still be successful in tech? Yeah, you can. Most people that's successful in tech, they go out and party and hang out, they have already made it. Now they might go, they've been hitting hard for 2-3 hours for 6-7 days. They might go out and hang out for a few minutes, but all they doing is they thinking about getting back to their projects and get back. Like, man, I just wasted 8 hours of my life. Man, what the heck? These folks some bums. I just wasted all my time. You kind of get like that, you know. So that's just what it is when it comes to stuff like that. It's just what it is. You're kind of, like I said, you're gonna kind of get like that because if you've been hitting it hard, you trying to create this project and you really trying to do what you're trying to do, you really serious. Yeah, you're gonna start managing your time real tight. So do I go out to party? Shoot, I got up early. We went to the mall before work got started, buffet, and ate everything, then came back and did some work. I went out to party. I went to go eat. That's my party. About as much as I'm a party, laugh and giggle and hang out, and I'm getting right back to work. All right. How do you avoid taking over your entire life? Man, you gotta keep that childlike heart and just hang out with your family, working remote and stuff, and just hang out and just do it like that. That's really the best way. Like I said, with tech gonna hang out, take over your world, man. It's just that, man. I'm telling you, man. Once your family starts seeing you being successful, especially your husband or your wife, they gonna be like, man, you better get that money. We'll hang out later. No, that's just what it is. And it's just like that. And do it take over my life? Do it consume my life? Do tech consume my life? Nope. God, then my wife, and then tech. you know, yeah, it's just what it is. Let's see. Can relationships, how to tech, okay, that took over. How to avoid tech, okay. So if that, can relationships survive tech career? Yeah, relationship can survive tech career. Like I said, I think it's just safer to work at work remote. I remember one time I had one job, tech job, living in Texas. It was a 3-hour drive one way and a 3-hour drive the other way. 6 hours of my life is gone. I lasted maybe 1 month. I said, I ain't finna do this. 6 hours of my life is gone. I can't even get it back. I said, nope, I ain't never going to a building, never again. And that's just what it's been. So yeah, that's how you pretty much survive tech career. You like I said, you gotta when you're at home and stuff and working remote, walk your dog or hang out with your kids for 5 minutes. Your wife come back, give her a hug and kiss and tell her you love her and keep it going. And hey baby, I'm almost done. Or y'all, we're gonna hang out. Y'all, we got get some cake and ice cream ready. Women love cake and ice cream now and chocolate. They can go a long way. So like I said, it's just what it is. All right, how do you balance work, family life, relationship? Pretty much same thing. Like I said, you just gotta have that talk with them. Some people understand, some people won't. Don't roast them. Just be patient with them. Like I say, worst case scenario, you have to wake up before everybody wake up. But it's easy to find an excuse to hang out. It's easy to find an excuse to hang out and just veg out. It's nothing wrong because, man, I veg out and watch TV and won't even think about it. I might start at 7 p.m. We might not go to bed till 2, 3 in the morning. Knowing we got to get up. I got to finish this show. I got to finish this show. And like I said, people can respect when you like to hang out and have fun and stuff, but still taking care of your business. You're not really wasting time. Should your partner understand your tech schedule? Yeah, they should definitely understand your schedule. They should definitely understand your schedule. Like I got one guy I know, he got a job. He got about 12, 13 kids, twins and everything. Now he got 3 kids, set of twins. Yeah, and he be like, man. So he had a talk with his wife. He gonna get up early in the morning for everybody to get up, get his 3-4 hours in. Then when you put the kids to bed, put the wife to bed, he gonna go and say, up, it's work time. Then he go at it again. He go at it again another 3-4 hours. So he didn't got his after he didn't got off work. He didn't got it in. You'll be surprised how much more energy you got when you don't have to go to a driving job. I mean, you don't have to drive to the job 2-3 hours. Drive home. You'll be surprised how much energy you'll have working remote. It's like I don't know if it's like your energy level doubles or something. It's just wild. Then if anybody laid off or anybody got they spouse taking care of everything, they don't really have to work, man. You better take care of that time. You better be cherished and be blessed with that time. Or if you got laid off, you better cherish that time and work hard and hit it hard for 9-10 hours. Hit it hard. All right, how do you explain work hours to your non-tech family? You just sit down and have a talk with them. Just tell them, hey, these time of the hours, you ain't gotta be like, hey, don't talk to me, shut up. No, you just be like, oh yeah, no, my wife should be talking and interrupting all the time. I just love her, just keep her cool and don't trip out about it. Oh yeah, I'm making them too much. No, I'm making them too. It's all right, baby. It's all just gonna rattle all the pots and pans and jump up and down and swing from the chandelier. Just gonna do it. Get it out your system. So that that's the kind of attitude you gotta have. You can't let it get to you. If you got kids, I know I'm talking to the dude. His kid be jumping up and down all day long. I said, boy, how you be having them meetings? Man, I gotta go hide in the attic. And them boy, they gonna come find you. They're like, is that Trey? Is that Trey you talking to? Is that Trey? You hear him in the background. but he get it done. You can get it done. You're gonna do what you want to do. All right, let's see what else we got. What boundaries are non-negotiable for relationship and tech? Boundaries. I think a schedule good enough, like some kind of set schedule good enough, like stuff like that. I think that's a good enough boundary. Like I said, don't be roasting each other, and this is non-negotiable. Just have that talk with them, be patient with them, they'll understand. All right, what mistakes do people make that ruin relationships in tech? Oh yeah, So if one part of the person don't agree with the other person in relationship doing and talking about, they get mad and they try to just engulf themselves in work or hide themselves in their work and act like they busy and they ain't really busy, and they spouse or significant other trying to talk to them. I seen all kind of crazy stuff like that. Stuff like that can ruin a relationship because you put your work before your spouse or your significant other or whatever, or your family. And that's just what it is, like I said. All right, let's see. Okay, we got that one. All right, get that one out the way. Why did I start the Skool community? Because there's so many people and so many YouTube videos out there. They got a lot of bad information. This stuff is not like it is in the real world. Most people on the internet, most of the people that's giving all this advice are weird, period. Most of them. About 90% of them are weird. And another 90%, they don't know what the heck they're talking about because they don't even work in tech and never worked in tech. Yeah. And the other 10%, they know a little something. They know a little something. Like I said, so I started the community to show people what's really going on in the real world, in the real tech world, what it takes to get a real job, make real money at a real place, real travel in the world, real AI, real cybersecurity, and really do it. Like really, really do it, and how to do interviews and all the secrets that you really don't never hear about, that you'll never really hear. Like it's so much stuff that I know that unless the topic come up, I've been to forget about it. Like I got a system that I follow, a framework that I follow, I pretty much kind of made up. So that's why started the community for people to kind of know, because it's people that's been trying to get in tech before I was trying to get in tech. It's people that got degrees. I talked to one guy. He said his buddy started school, started getting searched before him in college. They still in college and got all these search and all the degrees in debt, and he didn't got a job after them, making more money. I said, them guys got all that debt, all them certs, and still ain't got a job, still broke. Meanwhile, you already working, making money and stacking, trying to do what they trying to do. Now you got to get these certs and the degree. Now you got to get this money. How you talk about his money, Trey? Like I said, if money is a tool, and I'm not doing this for the money, I do it for the money. My family gotta eat. I gotta take care of all these 30 kids I got. No, I don't got 30 kids. I want 30 kids one day, but I don't know how my wife feel about that. So I gotta work. And people like, I ain't in it for the money. I be like, okay, if you're not in it for the money, give me your paycheck and I give you barely enough money to survive. Yeah, give me your paycheck that you say it's not about the money. Give me the part of the money that is you don't care about and it's not about the money. Put it in my pocket. I can go buy me some laptops. I can go to the mall. I can buy whatever. Buy me some cake and ice creams. Watch me some movies, some popcorn. Yeah, that's my point. But let's keep going. So that's pretty much why I started community, so people, they can be themselves. They can be themselves. They don't have to always put their interview voice on. Like they can be themselves, the person they are at home when they hanging out with their friends and their buddies. That's why I made it. That's why, like I said, I was just gonna be me. I wasn't gonna be like this. Oh, hey, hi everybody, I'm back. Hey, we're gonna do this thing again, and we're gonna come like this. Yeah, no. There's nothing wrong with talking like that, but I can't do it. So That's why I made the friends hang out. We're gonna learn. We're gonna get the jobs. We're gonna retire. We're gonna be the go-to people. Cause in 5 to 10 years, man, there ain't gonna be no competitions. If people are already struggling now to get into regular tech, they can't even sit down and get in tech. 5 to 10 years from now, stuff gonna be way ahead. So I'm getting everybody set up right now. So when everything go down, when they get everything get AI get the pumping, it's already pumping. That they have a place to go. Like, oh, okay, these cool people here. Ain't no trolls, ain't no bullies here. No, these people trying to make some of themselves. They trying to hang out. It's cool. Nobody ain't being stuck up and weird and harassing each other and all this crazy stuff. Yeah, pretty much why I made it. All right, who is this community extra for? Anybody that want to get out of the situation that they in and do something better about their life, do something better for their life. That's who it's for new beginners, people that don't have no tech background. It don't matter what job background you came from. It's for women, men, any kind of culture, any kind of ethnicity, whatever. Like whatever, it doesn't matter. Anybody that know me, I like everybody cool with me. I'm cool with everybody. My personality is gonna pretty much, you ain't gonna know how to be nothing but yourself. Cause me just being myself is gonna rub off on you. You're just gonna be like, you just gonna be talking and just having a good time and let your hair loose. Now I'm not gonna judge for who you are. Cause hey, I got my flaws. Everybody got their flaws. All right, let's keep going. What's your new members focus on first? So you got 2 routes. You're gonna need the internship no matter what. There's no way around it. You're gonna have to finish that internship. Then the second thing, you're gonna need that source code. There's no way around it because there's so much stuff in there that if I were to teach on all this stuff, the course would be so long. That's why nobody haven't made the course. That's why it's really not any agentic AI stuff out here. Think about it. There's no place on the earth right now that got 40 different agentic AI source code ready to go with security on them for $99. There is not a place. I know all the marketplace got to do with websites. They mostly selling $99 for one project. You may get one project for $50 that look like something that was made in 1900s. Maybe. So yeah, pretty much giving it away. Like I said, I'm not here to sell nobody. Like I said, do what you want. I'm not here to control nobody. I'm just trying to show people the way, give people the cheat codes. All right, let's see. How long does it realistic to get a job? 3 to 6 months if you're hitting it hard. If you're hitting it hard, 3 to 6 months. What I mean, 3 to 6 months hitting it hard, no less than 7 hours a day. No less than 7 hours. Well, I can't do 7 hours a day. Well, you sleep 8 hours, you work your normal job another 8 hours, and then you come home and study for 8 hours. I be tired. I can't do it. The kids pulling on my hair, the wife in my ear, the husband all in my ear. You want to just play the video game all day. Da, da, da. Hey, better get the praying or something. Have that sweet talk with your person or whatever, and yeah, like I said, my secret is yerba mate capsules. This is not for health. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physician. Check with your physician. But for energy and hypeness and brain power, yerba mate capsules. Get them at your local Whole Food store, or you can order them from Amazon. And yeah, you're gonna be like, wow, this is how Trey be so hyped. Man, just don't take them at night. If you take them at nighttime, you're gonna be up till the sun come up. You're gonna be up, but like I said, you might need that boost of energy when everybody gone to bed. So that's pretty much how that works. All right, what else we got? How long does it take? Yeah, 3 to 6 months. Some people be like, well, so they be trying to be nice. Well, just do 15 minutes a day, and you just get the momentum, and everything will be okay. Man, 15 minutes a day, it's gonna take you a long time. AI went to AG, George Jefferson, Star Trek, the Jetsons by then. If you're gonna do 15 minutes a day, and people in the school community are gonna be so far ahead of the curve in most of the people, just like the people in the cyber range, they so far ahead. Johnston got more people hired in cybersecurity than most of anybody on the whole YouTube world. Yeah, 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 especially for $99 a month. But yeah, all right, let's keep going. What mistakes? Oh yeah, this is a good one. What mistakes do I see beginners make over and over and over? They want to collect certifications like Pokemon Go. They want to get degrees like Pokemon Go. They jump from thing to thing, topic to topic. They can't sit down for 5 seconds and focus for longer than 4 minutes. When things get hard, they fold and melt like a snowflake and go to something else. The grass is not green on the other side. Drill down, get laser beam focus. That's the key. Laser beam focus. Don't focus on no more than 1 or 2 things. 3, no, too many. 1, 2, yes. And stay on that thing, hone in. And it's like Bruce Lee said, he not afraid of somebody that know 10,000 moves. He don't care nothing about them. He afraid of that one guy that have practiced that one move 10,000 times. Yeah, and it's like that with learning anything. It's about repetition, repetition, repetition. So I see people bouncing around too much. The moment they get stuck over here, against something get too hard, they're gonna try to go to the next big shiny thing, the next toy, or the next big shiny thing. As they get too hard for that, they go to the next big shiny thing. It get too hard over there, they go to the next big shiny thing. That's really self-sabotaging activity for themselves. That's what they doing. Because they ain't really getting, they just spending their time in the mud. Spinning, 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 spinning. So that's the biggest thing I see people do. Them things there, if a person can just sit down and focus on one thing and get master that one thing and then go to the next one, they can practice focusing on one thing. I ain't talking about people like, I want to do red hat. Man, you got to be good to be a hacker, a good hacker. Like you got to be so good, you got to get your hands on cutting edge technology or cutting edge research that's not in the public domain and it's not on YouTube. All the stuff you see on YouTube is old. It's outdated. 10 years. Why you think you don't hear nothing about all the in the hacker world with AI? Oh, them guys, they gone underworld. Them guys, they got so many toys and stuff now, they don't even talk. They ain't talking about nothing. But it ain't that many jobs in that world. There's a lot of jobs, AI, GRC analyst, vulnerability management, any kind of coding job. And when you doing, being part of this community, doing the coding stuff and just AI, you can get any kind of coding job you want now. React, Python, blockchain stuff, Agentic AI engineer, full stack developer, all that. So there ain't no way that you ain't gonna have a job. There ain't no way. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what we got. Let's see. What should our members focus on first? Yep. Like I said, get your internship, then come over here and get them for the source code. The first project, the certification interview. It's a lot of stuff. I got the honeypot on there. I got the SOC 2 evidence GRC engineering system on there. I got the red team scanners evidence system on there. It's loaded. Got the security for the top 10 OWASP on there, and I got the PDF in there to explain everything code by code, line for line, hook for hook, word for word, symbol for symbol, cake for cake, ice cream for ice cream, and any other treats, tater chips, yeah. But they put a little belly on it. All right, let's keep going. How long does it? Okay, got that. Yep, beginners, we got that one. Is the tech industry really saturated? No, the tech industry is not saturated. It's not enough people. I get over 40 companies a week trying to hire me. How is it saturated if I'm getting 40 companies, different companies trying to hire me every week? How? How is it saturated? How? I make it make sense, make it understand, like the Cat Williams say. Yeah, I don't see it. There is no competition. You see how many people in the cyber? You see there is no people. There is no competition. The only people we in competition with, you are in competition with yourself. That's it. You just gotta outbeat that person yesterday. You gotta do better than that person yesterday. And that's talking about you yourself and I. It ain't, the market is not saturated. No. It's saturated. Well, how is it? How am I getting 40 companies a week consistently trying to hire me? How is it saturated? It ain't. But we'll keep going. We'll get off that. Why do so many people stay stuck even with resources? Such advertising activity. Like I said, they get too hard, or some they hit a wall, they can't beat down their wall. They go do something else, and people want stuff free. Everybody wants stuff free. If the government get away for something free, you probably don't want it. And like I said, I don't remember one free course in the century that I've been taking courses that helped me get a job and help me level up and something I actually used at work. And I've talked to many people in tech. Can you name me one free course that help you get into tech and help you get this job? Can you recommend that course for me? Like, I ain't talking about a course. I ain't talking about people talking about, yeah, this free course here. But did that free course help you get a job and make extra money? If it didn't, then you can't talk. That free course ain't nothing but free. It's in somebody's save file bookmark that we forgot about a long time ago. Yada, yada, yada. Think about it. All this free stuff out here, people are not doing nothing with it because they don't care. But if somebody pay money, $5 and $99, baby, they gonna get every inch, every penny out of that $99 or that $50. I earned my money. I'm getting every penny out of it. Thank you very much. I agree. They gonna, cause they work hard for that $50 and that $99. So they gonna feel obligated to do that. But if it's free, no one cares. It'll just get say, oh man, that's nice. I'm gonna read that 100-page free book. Stop lying. Well, let's keep going. All right, we almost done. Let's see. And like I said, you'll start becoming a glitch in the matrix. Is the tech industry saturated? Nope. Why some people are stuck even with resources? Because they procrastinate, they can't stay focused. What does it mean to be a glitch in you're a glitch in the matrix? I don't care about no certification. I don't care about no the market being saturated. If you think the market's saturated for you, it's gonna be saturated. You just planted that in the universe, either whatever you want to call it. You just planted that is saturated. It's gonna be saturated for you, but it ain't gonna be saturated for me. It's like, no, it's not saturated for me, not over here. We good. We got more than abundantly. We got more than enough. I got so many. I be want to share. I be want to send people my leads and my jobs that become my DMs, but I'm like, I ain't got nobody to send them to. I don't even. I know a few people. I'm getting them trained up, but I want to be able to give them 40 a week to get somebody to interview. Think about it. If I'm getting 40 jobs a week, 40 people trying, I can say, because they always ask. I said, hey, I'm not on the market at the time. Sorry, say, hey, if you know anybody, give me their LinkedIn and their contact out. They always say this every time. If you know anybody, they even know half of what you know or something, can you give me their LinkedIn? And I be like, hey, I'm getting a few people trained up. Like, hey, connect with me, keep me posted. I'm gonna be checking back, and they do. Hey, they be lurking, watching our pages and watch. Like, it's a few guys I know, they starting to make posts. They starting to get people looking at them. They looking at them, asking them questions. Companies starting to contact them. Just within like a 2 week, 3 weeks, stuff starting to change. All right, let's keep going. Let's see. So that's what a glitch in the matrix is. You're not going with the normal. You're not going with the herd. You know, and that's pretty much what it is. You're not gonna go with the status quo. You're not gonna go with the status quo. And if somebody say you can't do it, I can't do that. I can't get me a job in 3 months. Watch me. You can't get a job in 3 months. I bet you I'm getting me a job in 3 to 6 months. Ain't that right? Thank you very much. In Jesus' name. And that's just how I do it. That's just how I do it. That's just how I am. So a man thinketh, so is he. Whatever you say, feel, do, and be, that's what you're gonna be. It's all up to you. The ball is in your court. How important is the mindset compared to the skill? You gotta have both. Because companies they can tell when you get in them interviews, you talking like the Visine I got guy with low energy. Yes, my name is Trey. I do coding. Hey, Mr. Trey, can you tell us something about your job? Yeah, I work at Login Pacific. I code and I do cybersecurity. They're gonna be like, what is wrong? Is this guy high? Is he with a little slow? I guess you can't say the R word. Is he okay? And they might ask you a few more times. Mr. Trey, can you explain your projects? Yeah, I did this one project and I went over here. Hold on, let me get the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I scanned the machines and I checked for vulnerabilities and I remediated it. They're gonna be like, okay, thank you for joining. We'll call you, sir. Never get a call. You got to come on there like happy, energy, psych yourself up, look in the mirror, whatever you got to do. No. Am I going to hire people that come work? No, I'm not hiring. If they not a high spirit, happy go lucky person, if they are down in the dump all the time, complain about everything, negative about it. Nope, I don't even want to be around. Get away from me. They ain't got nothing. Nope, we doing good over here. And I'm just like that. And most companies and most people in the tech world are that way too. They ain't gonna tell you that though. They are not gonna tell you, but inadvertently, that's just what it is. So the mindset, yeah. All right, let's see. What advice would you give someone who scared to start? Just push the button. Just start. Just jump in the water. The water's fine. You're not gonna drown. You don't have any competition. It's not saturated. You are who you want to be. It's up to you. The ball's in your court. You don't need a lot of money. We waste money anyway. So, hey, yeah, like I said, but that's pretty much it for today, y'all. Like I said, that should get you guys going and get you hyped up and your juices flowing and stuff like that, and showing you what it's like. And like I said, in the real world, you can get a job. I've seen guys get a job 3 months. I've seen guys get a job 6 months. I've seen people that's been in before me still ain't got a job. They still getting certifications and degrees. They still doing it. Then when they finally do get an IT job or something, they quit and complain about that. Like, man, shut up. Stop complaining. No, what? I'm blocking you. You just complain too much for me. I don't like complainers. But, well, yeah. Well, yeah. All right, people, that's it. Thanks for listening. Like I said, like, subscribe, share. If you ain't already joined the school community, come join. get what you need, ask me, you know. Take yourself serious, take your life serious, bet on yourself, because nobody else ain't gonna do it unless you just your loving spouse or family. But all right, people, let's get it.